Good morning, Apollo Baptist Church. It is Monday morning and it's May 11th. Oh, and as you can see, I have my mask on, protective equipment. Um, we have to wear it now in order to go to the store. And I was at Smart and Final the other day and I had my mask on because it says on the door, protective mask must be worn or you cannot enter. Costco is now that way. But I've been wearing it anyway. Uh, but I'll take it off right now. But protective equipment isn't something we've just started needing. I don't know if you picked up on it or not, but in our new memory passage that we are working on, Psalm 119, verses 9 through 16, verse 11 says, "Your word I have treasured in my heart, that I might not sin against you." Your word I have treasured in my heart, that I might not sin against you, God. I guess God's word is protective equipment in the spiritual world. And that's exactly what it is. We live in a very dark world. We don't have a clue how bad it is. If you and I could see how awful, how demonic, how hateful the world is because of sin, you and I would be deeply frightened, much more so than many of us are from the COVID-19 or coronavirus issues. God said protective equipment is needed for our heart. Your word have I hidden in my heart, is what many of the translations say. King James says, "Thy word have I hid in my heart." New International says, "I have hidden your word." So what is the hidden? Why does New American Standard, which I have used a lot, say treasured? That's a good question. You know what you hide? If you have a hiding place, what do you put in it? You put in it things that that's right, things that you treasure. That's right. And so you hide or treasure things that are very important to you. Ah, yeah. We're talking about memorizing God's Word. And I know already some of you are saying, "Oh, I can't do that," And I've told you before, there's a Greek word for that. And you say, "Really? There's a Greek word for that?" Yeah, you ready for it? Yeah, some of you know it already. Baloney. That's the Greek word. It's not really Greek. It's just baloney. The truth of the matter is, unless you have some form of medical dementia and you're already living in a memory care unit, don't use that excuse. You have memorized millions of things: where you live, how to get home, who your relatives are, what are special days on the calendar. Some of you are engineers and you have formulas memorized. Some of you are out of aviation and you have terms and terminology and things that you've memorized in order to fly in aviation. It's incredible what our minds will hold. God said, Store my word away in your heart. Why? So that you will not sin against me. Treasure it. And I want to challenge you. Quit hiding behind the idea that I just can't. My memory's not very good. Of course, your memory is challenged, I guess. But why not use what you have for something that is so needed, especially when you realize how serious things are? You see, I don't really care to wear this thing, but I would rather wear it than get coronavirus. Oh. And I would rather store God's word in my heart than being led into darkness by the enemy. Oh. So why don't you work on that passage with me? Francis and I are working on it, and you can work on it. Why don't you get started today?